Yep, there it is. I think I did it. I can see. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. No, they're not in here. I will locate them. Okay. Now it says concurrent viewers. It only has one. Oh. Okay. Okay, so just leave it on, or do you want me to pause it and turn it off after I tell them that? Just leave it on. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. I'm leaving it on. My left hand side. I don't know. I don't see anything. Yes. I can do that. Okay, here, I'll go. Okay. Bye. Okay, I don't know how many people are actually online just yet. Judge Mays said that y'all will start at 1:30. So for anybody who's viewing it right now, it'll be just a little bit longer. For those of you that are here in the courtroom, she said that if y'all need to take a bathroom break or go out, sit out in the hallway or whatever, smoke break, that's fine. But y'all just be back in here, okay? I would suggest you get back in here at 1:25. Okay?
What's online though?
Y'all, it's streaming live so that the officers and the Texas workforce people can log in and be a part of the meeting too.
So this is what that's about?
Yes, so this is live right now, just so you all know.
Oh, I did that already though with the Texas workforce, like maybe 2 weeks ago.
If your officer told you to be here, I would be here. I'm about to create a sign-in sheet so that y'all can write your names down. But if your officer told you to be here today, I would stay and be here, okay? But anyway, Judge said y'all can take a break real quick if you would like. But again, this is live, so be mindful that everybody can hear exactly what you're saying.
They hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all behave.
We can do that.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be.
But the stream is going.
Yeah, she said she was gonna get her early so she could play with the camera, move it around like, okay. No problem, yep. Leave that when we see it.
Yes. It is live though right
Okay.
now. Supposedly live.
What's wrong with you? Why don't you come on? dead again. And you know, the tablet went completely again. I'm just letting it. You can come to the fight with me. Everything's on. No.
Okay.
Did
Judge has got that training right now.
I know. Because she ain't here to the word.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Alright, partner. Still don't want to come on.
I think that's correct. Ouch.
So I'm just leave it. Close it down just a little bit, then we're gonna try it again later on.
Including.
Oh, and I've already stamped our little sheet here. I'm gonna go out and call the hall for him right at 2.
Oh, okay. Who's that for?
That's the one that Idris brought us for Donald,
Oh, that's right.
Barrett.
Hmm?
She also asked about her yellow pad that y'all said, probationers only used. She said she thought maybe y'all moved it.
Oh, I'll have to ask Sherry. He probably got that in his. And the tablet crowded out on us again. Second time today.
I think it's 2 people sitting out there. I don't think they know if they supposed to be there.
Okay. All right, let's go check. All rise.
All right, y'all can have a seat. Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, there's about 2 of y'all. Good afternoon, everybody. All right. Let me see who I've got on. You all, we are live streaming from that camera that's in the back. And your officers and supervisors and the Deputy Director of Probation should be on with us. All right, good afternoon, y'all. I know y'all can't communicate with me because I probably don't have my chat on, so take whatever notes you need to, and we'll talk about it after we finish this meeting. Miss Farley, send me a text if you all can hear everything and see everybody. Not see everybody, see everything. Actually, let me adjust. I'm adjust the camera. Y'all, this is the camera they put in our courtrooms so that we can live stream our jury trial. Yeah, it looks like they're still not gonna be able to see y'all. Gosh, what is that? Is it call 1 or call 2? Deputy
Call
Stroud.
But the chair over there phased out, I believe.
Say it again?
I think call two took the witness stand over there out.
Okay. Okay. Well, did everybody sign in? Hey, Deputy White. I'm coming around.
Oh, is it? You'll get us and close it down, we'll be back up. Yeah. Gotcha.
I guess it's like here. I think I got it put up there.
Good.
Boy, this is coming so handy. Yeah, I was trying to move the, shit.
I just was.
I got one hand, that's not working. Cause I think I adjusted it. Are y'all on? Are y'all able to see it? I think they can see me better since I moved that camera.
Just when you want it.
Yeah, there, right there.
Right here?
Fine.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Can y'all hear me okay with this mask on?
Yes, ma'am.
4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So let me say this first of all. Officers that are on, I'm missing some people. And I need to know where they are. Because that's going to be my first issue. That I know everybody's supposed to be here today. Just Leverett, there's one of your people I did excuse, but we'll talk about that. She came up here a little while ago. All right, pull your mask over your nose. There you go. Okay, now y'all are fine. All right, so let me introduce myself, y'all, because I know some of y'all saw me probably when you took your sentence or something didn't. I'm Judge Lila Lawrence Mays. Let me tell what we are going to do, and y'all are going to be excited. Okay, y'all ready to be excited? We're about to start something new with probation. And we're starting with y'all. Y'all are the second group I've talked to. Let me tell you what my purpose is with this. I am concerned that a lot of people are coming back, that are on probation out here with violations. A whole lot of different kinds of violations. One of the things I think that will be helpful with that is that y'all get a job. So, there's other things that kind of go along with that. And what I mean is this, I need to see who has a valid ID. If you want to get a driver's license, we need to start working on y'all getting a driver's license. If you have warrants out, we gotta get those warrants with you. And we got different resources we can try to work with you guys on to try to figure out what that is. We wanna try to clear up whatever legal issue you have so that y'all can get in a position to get a job, keep a job, get trained for a job, and all of that. Other people that are on the camera with us today, y'all, is Texas Workforce. We have partnered the Dallas County Probation Department, the 283rd Court, Judge Lila Lawrence Mays, and Northwest Texas Legal Services. They're the people that do, that's who's gonna clear the warrants up. So we partnered with them so that we can try to figure out what do we need to do to get everybody in a position to get a real living wage job that's not paid under the table. Something you can sustain your family, you can take care of your kids, you can take care of yourself, you know, and stuff like that. And so we've got some things we're putting in place for y'all so that we can be sure that y'all are comfortable with what it is we're doing. They'll even pay for y'all to go back to school, but right now, school may not be what you need if it's gonna take you a long time to do it and you still got all these probation fees to pay. So, I don't know, we gotta talk about people individually, and that's where your officers are gonna come in, because they gotta work with you on that to kind of see what's what. One of the big advantages y'all of working with Texas Workforce, they have whatever training you want. If you have a disability of some kind, if you need glasses, if you need mental health services. One of the things that I have worked with them for, I don't know, 15 years probably. I run a drug treatment course. All the people that come out of the Wilmer program, I don't know if y'all heard of that before, the 6-month inpatient, they come to me for aftercare. They did since 2007. So I'm very familiar with the resources and things that we have in the community. I need feedback from y'all. Y'all have to tell me what's going on or what you're missing. You know, what is it that you think will stop you from being successful on probation? What does that actually look like? You don't have to tell me this setting now. If you want to, you can. But I'm just saying I need to know, at least I can do it on a smaller scale with y'all. Because what we end up doing, y'all, we gonna put out to the other 16 felony courts and say, hey, look at what we did. We changing this whole probation thing. And I want y'all to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 successes we got. So that's why we're gonna kinda need your feedback. I had you all come today because I wanted to be sure y'all heard this from me. It's not coming from your officer. This is your officer's job, to follow what I'm asking them to do, and this is what I'm asking them to do. And guess what? They're all on board. They're all on board. Let me see what else. Who has less than 6 months left on probation? Anybody? Okay,
I should have been off, it's just that mine was extended because of my fees.
your fees, okay. What was yours extended for? You just still on your regular term?
I'm still on the break. Extended.
Say again?
I got extended for the fee.
Extended for fees, okay. So, tell me what the two of you have done since you got extended to work on paying the fees.
Paying it. I mean, you know, I ended up finding a job, which was really good. It was at a mental hospital, so I thought that was my come up, Grundy Behavioral, but then
Yeah,
Grundy
they
Behavioral,
probably shut
they
down.
shut down.
They did.
And so it just crushed everything.
You're Miss Pillar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me your name.
Chris Applefield.
Chris, I don't see your name on there.
Maybe say cursive.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, I have my glasses in. Miss, is Appleberry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear, because we're not on, I just had to turn up the microphone. But that's Miss Pillar and Mr. Appleberry, who, say that they are extended because of fees. So tell me the plan, what's the plan that y'all have right now to try to pay that so you can get off? And I'm trying not to extend y'all too, if we can get, but sometimes y'all are so far behind in fees, it's like, oh my gosh. But just let me tell y'all what, with everybody here, if y'all could just stay the course, even if you get extended, the only thing you should be doing is working on getting a job. Once you get the job and really start making some consistent payments, I probably end up letting y'all off. But what I need y'all to do is follow up. Follow up with this, because I'm telling y'all we got the people in place. Tell me what you've been working on.
Okay, I was working through PaySet.
You said working through
PaySet is like, you get paid every day. So.
job, is that?
Yeah.
Let's pick up jobs, those jobs you go out.
Yeah, you go catch it, that's all.
That's why we didn't have to stop.
I was trying to get my fees and stuff paid, so I was doing whatever I could. So, I was working at this one job,
Mhm.
and they was like, man, we love the way you work, and when y'all done, come back and go
Mhm.
fill out an application.
Mhm.
Okay, when I went back to fill out the application,
Y'all was high.
I never got the job. Like,
Well, let me tell you what part of it is too, and I'm glad you just mentioned that. Part of it is that y'all need to know, first of all, how to fill out your application accurately when you are on probation, or you've been in pen, or you got parole. But the other part of it too, is that there's a way in your interview that you gotta talk to folks about what happened, why were you gone for this period of time? You know, for times y'all were in jail or prison, or just whatever else may be happening. Texas Workforce has a liaison that helps you do that. So they got somebody that'll talk to you once y'all get, you know, in the system and get all the paperwork done. There's somebody that can talk you through that.
they told me that they didn't ever get my, backgrounds back from
Tell them hush their mouth. They know they got your background back. Yeah, whatever. And I'm telling y'all, what I have found with being in, this is my 20th year on the bench. 10 years before that, I was in private practice and I did defense work. I know all that stuff people tell y'all, they just be lying to get y'all to go away. We starting to hold people accountable now. So the other part of it is, not only with Texas Workforce, but with the probation department, now it's gotta come down to y'all. And that's the kind of thing I'm telling y'all. Y'all gotta give me feedback as to what are these people telling y'all. Because if that particular company is not gonna hire somebody on probation or parole, then we can't send anybody else over there. You know, but really, we really need to see if that's the real story. That they told you, nothing you can do about it, but we can follow up. Just know there's stuff we can do, so at least see what's what. Plus, the people on the Texas Workforce, they have a list of people who are probation-friendly employers that pay a living wage. Sometimes too, I'm kind of thinking the other part of what we're gonna have to do, we've got to, talk to some of these employers and say, hey, let me tell y'all who we have that you would love to employ. So that's the other part of it. That, I think we just need to expand this whole system. Y'all know how many people are on paper? I mean, just think about it. It didn't used to be like this, but it is now. So now that it's like this, what are we gonna do about it? Just as a system. I'm talking about, y'all, I'm talking about the entire criminal justice system. You know, what is that gonna look like? So that's what I had y'all coming here today to talk about, because we're about to do this, and we actually have gotten it started already. So let me tell y'all what that looks like. There are two directions that your officer can take you. One of the directions is ID driver's license. How many of you guys do not have a valid ID right now? Everybody have a valid ID? You did, okay. Okay, well, that's the first step, because once we get you to get the valid ID, we can see a Texas Workforce. We can't see a Texas Workforce if you don't have a valid ID. So some folks are going that other route with getting the ID and driver's license cleared up. Does anybody in here have warrants on traffic tickets? Okay. Let me tell you the reason why I'm saying that. We need to be sure, and I don't know, see, that's one thing. Okay, so hold on. I know legal aid probably won't do it, but we may have to find some volunteer lawyers, try to help y'all with some of that. Tell me the two that have warrants on traffic tickets. Tell me your last name.
Pearson.
Spell it.
T-E-A-R-S-O-N.
Okay.
Smith. S-M-I-T-H.
What's your first name?
Rob.
Hillary.
Yeah, because that's the other thing too, but we can do all these kind of things at the same time. And, we may have to work with the city of Dallas diversion court. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Oh, you do? Okay. All right, Dr. Kane, you hear that? That's something else we're gonna have to do. Try to figure out, because see, I know we have in place to work with people that don't have valid license to get the tickets cleared up, but now we gotta get somebody in place where you don't have a issue with your license, but you got warrants. So I don't know if I have to go to the defense bar. I don't know, we'll figure that part out, but before y'all leave, y'all hold on, because I need to get some more information from you. Let's see what else. Okay, I was gonna tell y'all what it looks like. So what everything looks like is there's gonna be a referral that is done by your probation officer. It's gonna go to Texas Workforce, or it's gonna go to the other program dealing with, why are you putting your hair like that?
Oh, not just.
It's a nervous habit, cut it out, stop.
Making us nervous.
It's all good. Well, you nervous I stepped around here?
Yeah, you
Step
scared
back.
me,
God. Well, let me tell y'all this, ain't nobody going to jail in here today. Yeah, there's somebody sitting outside that's about to go to jail, but y'all good.
Oh, okay.
But you know what, I'm glad you made that point, but let me just tell you this, don't come to court with shorts anymore.
Yes,
Y'all
ma'am.
need to be sure y'all dress appropriately, but y'all not going to jail. No, really, the reason I'm having this meeting with y'all is really trying to figure out what we can do to work with y'all to be successful. If you can be successful with probation and getting this job stuff, life is gonna be good.
Yeah, cause it's just been hovering over my head, and I thought when I got the job with the hospital, that, okay, this is a turnaround, I can start paying my fees, and then it closed, and then, it just takes you all the way back down to the ground. It's like, I went to another hospital, but of course my background came back.
Sure.
I think that's the hardest part.
That is.
But let me tell y'all what, I think, one of the other things I think that is good about working with Texas Workforce is that once y'all get into their system, that's why I was telling the officers, don't let them just go get a job. That's not what this is about. Once you get into their system with the entire state of Texas workforce, you're in their system. You lose the job, you go back to them and say, okay, hey, I lost the job. The other thing that's gonna happen when you get the job, you'll be getting emails and text messages that say, hey, you want this other job? It pays this. You wanna move up? It pays that. So I mean, it's an ongoing relationship because, and maybe I should have explained this to y'all. Texas Workforce has two different sides. One side of it deals with, and they're actually called Workforce Solutions. One of the sides deals with people that do not have any type of disability. Disability can be drug and alcohol addiction, a diagnosis of mental health. It can be, I was in a car accident, hurt my back. They will give you accommodations to try to find a job that fits you with whatever you need. You had a neck injury, you have dyslexia, you have anything that you have, they're a state agency across this state to find jobs for people who don't have. The other side of Texas workforce deals with people who don't have any other issues. And then we'll send you to a counselor that works with those folks. And it's the same thing. They do the same stuff. But I think it's just the point of trying to find what are we missing in the criminal justice system? What are we missing and why are y'all coming back? Because that's my part that I'm concerned about. I don't know why y'all keep coming back. And it has to be an issue. So that's why I'm trying to find out what the issue is. Do you all find that a lot of the issue is just economics? Or is it a lot of, now people place in things too. That's a whole other
Right.
story.
Like
Right.
judgment, like they judge you, as soon as you come in there, you know.
Yeah.
Try to underpay you just because you on
Yeah.
probation or you
That's
know,
exactly
felon or whatnot, and
It's just like my dad told me, like, yeah, they'll let you come in there through another company, cause they don't have to insure you. So they'll rather, they making more money paying me $8
Sure.
slave than paying me 15.
Exactly. Well, those are the kind of things, y'all, that, with this being the beginning, y'all gonna have to kind of be patient with us and let us try to work out, you know, tell us what the issue is. And we gotta go to that company and find out how do we work this out, and we may have to take it higher. So it just depends. I really even think, depending on what we find with this, y'all, we may have to go to the state legislature and say, hey, y'all need to change some of these laws. And maybe a little more difficult, but it's okay. We're at least we're gonna start here at this starting point that I know I have control over. I know that Dr. Kang has control over probation. I know that Ms. Woolley, who's a supervisor for, Workforce Solutions, she's got a role in all of this. So we just gotta figure out how do we do it, and this is how we're gonna start. Were you gonna say something? Yes, sir.
I was about to say, my name is already registered through Texas Workforce, so how do we go about that?
When you get when the referral is done through your officer, they'll be able to pull your records up.
Okay.
And we can kind of see what's what. Yeah, the other thing too, some of y'all may have to get, everybody before you got put on probation or since you've been on, you get an ATRS. Everybody get a, you know, what probation talks to you about, what's your background,
Oh,
have you used
yeah.
before, I mean, that's a document that moves everybody a little faster. I don't know what else I think that's the only thing I know that they called it, but ATRS, it asks you about mental health, drugs, alcohol, domestic violence.
Yeah, the assessment.
Right.
Yeah, that's
It's an assessment. Now, before COVID, you used to come up here, I think it was like on the 9th floor, and you'd come talk to somebody. Since then, they've been doing it over the phone. You don't know if you've had one?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
Because that's the other thing we gotta do, everybody gotta get an HRS. And
Yeah.
what happens is either you screen out, which means nothing more we need to do, that tells us what side of Texas Workforce to send you to. And if you don't screen out, you send you to the other side of Texas Workforce, but they have to have that, or else you gotta go get a psychological that costs $400 to get. Just trying to figure out how do we do this and be efficient and save money for the agency. Y'all know we don't have any money. You know, they don't. You gotta remember, we're not Dallas. Dallas County gets y'all's fees and fines and all that stuff. Probation gets fees, and y'all know ain't nobody been paying probation fees. They way behind with that. But the court itself, we have a budget we work on, but that's for translators, court-appointed lawyers, office supplies, you know. That's for that kind of stuff. It's not like money we could just go spend, you know,
I'm
on
glad it's
stuff.
somebody that cared.
Say it again.
I said, I'm glad it's somebody that
That's
cared.
right, reason.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to, you know, I wanted y'all to come in person, just so we can kind of talk this through and try to figure stuff out. But if y'all are having any difficulty, talk to your officer, even if it's before your report time. Talk to your officer, because I wanna be sure they're communicating y'all's concern. And then at some later time, sometime next year, I'll have all y'all come back in and say, okay, what we need to do, what happened? And then for the folks that didn't show up, that's a whole nother story, because I'm gonna go a whole different direction with that. Whatever, now, I didn't ask you to come in here, and I got a list of who's supposed to be here. And so with that being the case, I need the people on the list to be here, so.
I think it's.
Well, I mean, that's part of what this issue too is, y'all, just follow the instructions.
Yeah.
I ask you to do it, and let me tell y'all what too. The probation officers that supervise you guys, and the supervisor, they are doing that on behalf of the 283rd Court, which is on behalf of Judge Leela Lawrence May. When I am asking y'all to do something, they have to communicate with me. I can't talk to y'all every time. It's too many of y'all. I got hundreds of people on probation. Y'all just a small part of it. And with that being the case, I need you guys to communicate with them and develop a relationship with your probation officer. Your probation officer is the one that's gonna communicate issues and concerns to me. When I say to me, y'all saw the young lady who got up and was trying to get us on the live stream, because she's one of the 283rd probation officers, there's two of them. And I'm just gonna stick their head in here in just a minute. So there's ways we can do this, but I need you guys to other things just to be mindful of. One of the things when you talk about people having a job, you may not like everybody like their job. You may not like their supervisor. Doesn't matter. What you need to do is be respectful, get there on time, dress appropriately, try to play well with others. You don't play well with others.
Yeah,
Not even talking
play
about
with
your supervisor.
anybody, the money, right?
No, but you can't base it on that. Cause that was on you if you took that job that didn't pay you nothing.
That's
That's
true,
on
because
you.
with the hospital, I was getting paid, I'm telling you, $9, and when the hospital closed, I was at $15.50. I was, you know, so I was a lead tech and everything.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, so I'm telling y'all, there are things, and you know how many jobs are out there these days? So I need y'all to start looking at some of these technology jobs and some of these jobs that are not gonna go away anytime soon. You know, they're looking for truck drivers, but I don't know. And let me tell y'all this too, I want y'all to be mindful of, if you know that when you go to the truck stop, you see them doggone prostitutes out there, people selling everything they selling out there, then don't be a truck driver. Because you already know what direction that's gonna go in for you. Then you as a person, if you know you're not a people person, please don't get a customer service job. You know, that's not you. But I want you guys to really kind of take a look at, the counselors from Workforce Solutions. They are vocational counselors. They are job counselors. What they do is they find out what your interests are, they find out what you might want to do, but then they also need to suggest some things that maybe you never thought about. Let me tell you one thing one thing I know just about life, you don't know what you don't know. You can't ask for something you don't know that it exists. So let them kind of guide you with some of that. Maybe there are some up and coming jobs, or maybe y'all can go on the internet and try to figure out what kind of jobs are there that I think I might like the solar panels and wind farms and all that kind of stuff. Those are things that I think everybody's got to consider whether that's something you can do. It all makes a difference too. If you have a family you have to support, your needs are gonna be a little different than a single person without children. You know, so I think you gotta kind of balance all of that and just try to figure out what's what. If y'all have classes that y'all have to do for probation, where y'all get those classes? I know that y'all have to pay for, like Think for a Change, anger management, stuff like that. You do not have to pay for IOP and SOP. And if y'all paying for it, I'll talk to your officer about it, because you're not supposed to. We got funding for that, you know, through the state. So I just need y'all to communicate what your needs are and kind of see what's what. Just know your officer is gonna be talking to you about it, and they're gonna do the referral to Workforce Solutions. Yes, sir.
They have a lot of, because of COVID, a lot of the classes are online, but I was just trying to make sure that was viable.
Yes.
To you.
Yeah, and I think what it is, and the reason why, when we kind of set this thing up, okay, I told you I've been doing this for a good while. Issue I have found, especially people in criminal justice, got a lot of shiesty people out there. I'm trying not to send y'all to somebody that's gonna get y'all in trouble. Y'all gotta tell us if there's somebody you know is shiesty out there. We can't send them, we can't send y'all there. Do I know who they are all the time? No, I don't. I think I have a real good feel for it, but I'm not gonna be the one that's seeing it. It's gonna be the officers and the Texas Workforce people. You try to take advantage of it. I need to know what companies are doing it. We need to leave them alone. So I don't know, that's why I say we're doing this kind of on the front end. And we gotta use y'all, sorry to tell y'all this, but y'all gonna be the guinea pigs. But I want y'all to get ready too. When it comes time for us to kind of do this thing out, they're gonna be looking for success stories to do a story on. So I'm just saying this stuff, and I'm not saying this anytime soon, but it's gonna take a minute for us to do this. But I just want y'all to know, they're gonna do a referral for probation. They are going to, you're gonna get a phone call from a number you hadn't seen before. It's gonna probably be the people from Workforce Solutions, trying to get you to come in, do paperwork, get an appointment. Your officer will send some things to them, because one thing I'm asking y'all to do to assign a release. I need a release to go from probation to the 283rd to Texas Workforce, so we can communicate with each other about what's going on. Because if not, y'all go to Texas Workforce, but they're not authorized to talk to us about your case. So just know it'll be a waiver that y'all have to sign probably in both places, probably with probation and with Texas Workforce. So I don't know, we're working on paperwork too, but it's already done for what we need for right now. If y'all know of any other concerns that y'all have, just about anything. Y'all need food, we get you to a pantry. Y'all need clothes, Texas Workforce takes care of that, but even before you get to them, we got people that we can call and say, hey, do you have this, you know, suit, there's pants, you know, whatever. Because I know Appleberry probably needs some since he walked in with some shorts today. Officers, tell your folks to come before dressed appropriately. Yeah, so, I had to bring a comb to somebody the other day.
A comb?
Y'all know how y'all supposed to look when y'all come to court. Y'all know what that is, you know.
Broke, man, ain't got no money, stressing me out.
No, he gonna work with you on that. You know, I need to take a before and after picture. That's probably what I need.
Oh.
Before and after picture. See, look, this is what he showed up with when he came to court. I just messing with you. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think y'all, there's some stuff we can do, and I think I just need your cooperation with it. But let me tell you what we don't have control over that y'all have control over. Who are you hanging out with? Who you consider your friends? And especially you guys, who's your girl? And is she doing anything for you? Because if not, can you drop her, please?
I know that's right.
Well, what happens is I hear these stories and I'm like, why do I have to keep hearing this story? That's on you. You chose her. And I'm not going to leave you out too. It's the guys too. You know, so whatever it is for each of you, guys, girls, whoever, I need y'all to consider that because that's y'all's part. We can't do nothing about that. You've been with her a long time. You got a baby with her and all this stuff. Okay, so. Yeah, no, I'm saying, and you can still pay child support, and you can have that child on your weekends, and she can have them, or he can have them, because y'all know a lot of guys get custody these days.
Yeah, I got
So you may have to
custody of my child.
Okay, so that's something else that has to be discussed when you talk to Texas Workforce. You know, what is it they can do to assist them in that level, you know, on that level. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff, y'all, and I'm telling you, I have to talk to you generally, because I don't know what your particular issues are, I don't know what your cases are, I don't know anything. I just know I got some people sitting in front of me that I need to get a job that has living wage, you know, especially with, I think this is the best time, y'all, for us to do this. We've been working on it for a while. But now that you see all these people that have quit these jobs, I think y'all get on in. Y'all get on into these jobs.
They won't hire.
They won't expect, I'm like, y'all tell
They
me
won't
what work for
hire.
y'all.
Push your mouth, push your mouth.
She asked the
Push your mouth, push your mouth,
person
push your
that
mouth,
said,
push your
what
mouth.
you do? I said,
Now, why are you still talking?
I'm sorry.
I need to walk over here.
No, man, I don't want no trouble. I'm sorry.
You ain't gonna have no trouble. No, but I'm just saying, that's the point of this. I don't want y'all to have a negative attitude about whatever has happened in the past. We starting fresh, y'all. We starting fresh. It's a brand new program. What it's called, y'all, is the Ready program. We getting y'all ready. Ready for what? A lot of different things. But we getting y'all ready. And so we just need y'all to cooperate with what the folks are saying. If somebody's saying something crazy to you, please tell your officer they can let me know. I think that everybody should be treated with respect. I don't care what kind of case you got. You know, I think that if you all are being on time and are doing what you're supposed to do with your job, you shouldn't be treated wrong. You shouldn't be treated unfairly. Everybody at that job should be treated the same. You all just be sure you're doing your part. Read the rules. When you go to orientation, pay attention. Make some notes if you have to. You know, make sure that y'all are being on time. Make sure that you have your, you know, your notes in your phone. You're setting your alarm in the morning. You're doing a plan B. What if your first ride doesn't show? Well, that's the other thing too, y'all. They have bus passes and sometimes even gas vouchers for you if you have a car. So just know there's ways that they can work with you. And they'll explain that to you when you do your initial meeting with the counselor so that they can work with you. All right, y'all have any questions on anything?
This turned out better than I thought.
What y'all think this was?
I thought I was gonna get sick.
Well, and let me say the next question. So the next thing needs to be this. What have you done not to give a secret? Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. I don't need to know. Well, but what I'm saying is this, I need y'all to kind of change your mindset a bit. And I mean your mindset, I want y'all to know that good things are gonna happen to you. That you're gonna have positive experiences. I think life is about not always having positive stuff, but I think you need to learn from the negative stuff and from the things that got you here. You gotta learn from that. And sometimes it takes y'all changing your ways. You know? We're trying to change the system, but y'all know this is a big old bear for us to have to change. But at least if nothing else, y'all on probation at 283rd, we're gonna work with y'all. So I just need you guys to, you know, kind of work. Why we always have one? We always got one. And let me say, do you know why I just did that?
What?
Tell me what you just did.
Put it on my hair.
No, I ain't talking about that. I done got past that. You coughed and did not cover your doggone
I
mouth.
coughed when I coughed.
Where the lights up? Hey, where's the lights up? Everybody sitting around here, we need to
I coughed.
pay attention. Who's your officer?
Still.
Still well. Still, yeah, I got one over here. Look at it a little closer. Yeah, we sanitize before y'all come and after y'all leave. Yeah, I just want y'all to be conscious of that, and I really do think y'all was in the area coming out. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, man, I'm scared.
they ought to be scared of you. Let me see if, Brittany Baker can come out, 'cause I think we can now. Hey, Baker, Brunette, will y'all stick y'all head in here a minute? So what happens is y'all, when you talk about who y'all see in probation, y'all see a field officer in probation. There's a supervisor and a manager out there in each of the offices. Some of y'all, if y'all in a high-risk caseload, y'all also will have a high-risk officer. These are my two officers that are here in the 283rd. If there's some issue that it looks like y'all can't get resolved out at your field office, whether it's with your officer, the supervisor, I want y'all to go through that hierarchy, because when y'all get on a job, y'all gotta go through those different people. Y'all can't just run up here and tell me something. You can't just run up here and tell Miss Baker and Miss Farley something. Y'all gotta go through the right channels, and you gotta be patient with the process. So I want y'all to kind of look at that, but just know, I got two folks that take care of me in this court. And when they take care of me, that means they take care of y'all too. So, I just wanted y'all to see them. Is there anything else y'all think I have forgotten, Ms. Farley, Ms. Baker?
One thing I will say, when Judge calls you up here to talk to you, whether it be about not being employed, remember that we tell her everything that's been going on. So you can tell her one thing, but we do see the other half of it. So being extended for just money is not always the case. Classes that may not be done yet could be other reasons you're getting extended. So you gotta be open, you gotta be honest with Judge about all of that, okay? Because we see all of that, and so you forget. They communicate with us, we communicate with Judge, we all look at the same information.
Are y'all hiring?
Well,
She ready to work. She said, I'm ready to work. I'm ready to work. Yeah, so I think that if y'all can kind of, think about that stuff we've talked about, know that your referral has probably already been done, especially if y'all have Ms. Stillwell. Who is it doesn't have Ms. Stillwell? Somebody has Ms. Jackson? You got Ms. Jackson? Where's Ms. Jackson? The South office? Okay. Okay. So, y'all have any questions on anything y'all want to say? Yeah, that's basically it. So just know everything's in the works. Just want to let y'all know what's happening, that y'all have to answer that phone when they call. Make sure your voicemail is clear. If you don't have a voicemail set up, try to go ahead and set it up. Because not only will they be calling, your employer may be calling. Two other things to mention to y'all. Some of these voicemails y'all have, I need y'all to fix your voicemail, and I need y'all to have a employer-friendly email address. Killer123. That probably ain't gonna fly. And I'm just saying, I need you guys to think a little bit more professionally about what we're doing. Now, if you want to have that email, that's on you. I'm not gonna tell you you can or can't, because I'm putting that on you. But I do want you all to be in a mindset of not only getting this job, but I need y'all to get a supervisor job, a manager job, and y'all running the company. But you can't do that if you got Killer123 as your email. Because people are gonna look at you different and judge you. I don't think you need to have conversations about what you did in your case with the people that you work with. That ain't their business. They don't even need to know you on probation. Now, I think your employer probably does, but, Texas Workforce, they'll talk to you about that. But I'm just saying, I just need y'all to be careful. Sometimes I think people get a little too casual on these jobs. Then all of a sudden, that person who wants that same job as you, they're gonna hold that against you. All right, well, if y'all are good to go. All right, y'all have a good one. I got the list, so I know who's here. All right, thank y'all. All right.
Ron?
Hey, y'all know what? Hold on, there was 3 of y'all who had warrants. Okay, tell me DOB. That's what I need. 9/11, Terrace. Smith,
6/15/1999.
99. Apple,
9688.
okay. We'll get in touch with you. All right, thank y'all. All right, thank you.
Appleberry, get enrolled in that VIP card. Get enrolled in the VIP card.
That's why you ain't got our probation. That story tells itself.
Yeah, you gotta pay for this stuff, man. It ain't like, it ain't.
But you've been on since 2018.
Okay, but I'm saying it ain't free.
I know that.
Then I was-
Appleberry, I want you to stop right there, because I want to make an example of what you just did. You see how you started to change your tone when you started talking to her? You ain't
My
talking
mom
to
said I do that too. I don't be trying
Okay,
to.
but no, let me tell you why I think it's important for us to kind of be talking about it. I need you now to be, you know now because I brought it to your attention. Why you didn't do it when your mama told you, I don't know. But I understand, people always do what their mama
I don't be
said.
trying to.
Breathe, and then respond. And just respond in a regular tone. Just say, okay, Ms. Farley, the issue I'm having is that I can't afford to pay for it till I get a job. That's all. But you didn't say it that way. You kinda
Yeah,
said it.
I guess I got an aggressive
Yeah.
tone.
So that's okay, just be
Yeah, I
conscious,
mean-
yeah, just be conscious of it, and those are the kind of things I think that just with life you learn. How old are you?
I'm 33.
Yeah, you'll learn, so just be conscious of it, especially depending on who you are, where you are, you know, those kind of things, okay? How do we work that out, baby?
That's my next question. Whenever Ms. Stillwell has given you like the list of places to go, have you legit
Yeah,
called everybody?
Okay, Applebee, we got another finish us in. You didn't finish what she
She
said.
asked me, did I have any in the classes?
Listen to what she's saying, she didn't finish. You cut her off.
Okay. The list that you've given you, have you called every single one, asked if they have any kind of payment plan or any kind of financial, what I'm trying to say, Judge, financial, program, like based on your income? Have you asked all those questions, all those places?
No, I just went and paid. I paid for it. I done did like two classes, but like, yeah, like, I done got sick and everything, so it was like, it's hard,
Okay.
you know.
The reason I'm asking is because like I said, you've been on since 2018, and so now I think your discharge date is now 2023, correct?
2023, now they said I only had an extra year.
Well,
A year from when, like in 22 sometime?
Like I had to do with my 6 months and I was gonna be off.
Well, just when you check with your officer, just check on that. just
double
verify.
check. I think I just looked, and I could be wrong because I'm looking at multiple people right now. But either way, you can't get off until you get that fifth class done. Your case is an assault case, and that's the whole basis of you being on that probation is to take that class, get some skills, and learn and understand how you got yourself in that original situation, which we don't need to talk about, and how to prevent it from happening again. Okay? So this is why this program right here that Judge has you in, you've got to do all that, because that will help you get income so you can get enrolled in that VIP class.
The other thing too, to be mindful of, make a list, like that list that they gave you on VIP classes, go to each one and say, do they have a payment plan, do they have something for, people who are indigent? Indigent is
That's
the-
the word I was thinking
Oh,
of.
all right.
I'm not thinking of-
Indigent means you don't have any money, and sometimes some of these programs, they have places that they'll still let you in. So you just have to, but go down the list, ask them and make your notes, see who you talk to. You talk to, you know, Michelle at this, on this date, and she said they do have payment plans, or they don't have indigent, you go to the next one. So just take your time to call down the list, and we can see if maybe you can get started while you're doing this process, but if they don't, we'll just get you started with this process. So there's some options we got.
And show all that, whenever you do all that, whenever you take the time to, make sure you turn it into Ms. Stillwell. Because that way, we know that you have put in that work trying to figure out something, okay? Got it?
That sounds
You
good.
know
All right,
it.
thanks, Abby. You
Thank
take care,
you.
okay? Hey, guys, we about to jump on the Zoom link. Thanks, Shreya.
You're welcome, Judge.
You know, I guess I have to go up here. Okay, hold on, cause Noah's still on, Shreya.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that's what I said. I told her. Until later today. I know that's right. All right. Hey guys, everybody get on the Zoom link. Let me hit end stream. Your stream will immediately stop. You will no longer be live.